Hi everyone, welcome back to our videos. Now, I want to look at this question together, and it's another kind of percentage question. So let's look at it. It's saying a chef trimmed fat off a steak and was left with a steak weighing 8.80 ounces. So then it's saying that if the weight of the fat, okay, so if the weight of the fat was equal to 12% of the original, right? We don't know what the original weight is. We just know that once the fat was already trimmed, this is what we were left with, right? So they're saying that here's my piece of meat, okay? We've trimmed it and now it kind of looks like this. It's a bit smaller, all right? We've kind of trimmed this bit off. And they're saying that this bit was actually 12% of the entire thing, okay? So so then we're left with only 88%, right? So they're saying, what is the weight? What is the original weight? So they want this entire thing, right? They want this entire thing. And they're saying, what's the original weight in ounces? So we're not making any conversions. That's great, of the steak. Let's have a look at this. So I'm saying that 12% of the original, let's call this original O, okay? Or we can even call it X. Just for simplicity, we're going to call this, oh, yikes. We're going to call this original weight. We're going to call it, let's call it big W, okay? All right, so we're going to say that 12% of, and remember of in math is multiplication, 12% of the original weight, W, is equal to, when I took off 12% of it, right? So when I took off 12% of the original weight, so we did kind of the original weight, right? You had the original weight minus 12% of that weight, right? So we took off this fat, this 12%. We ended up getting 8.8. So this is kind of how you set it up, okay? So first, you want to identify what is going on. We recognize that there is something that is being removed from an original amount, and we want to figure out what that original amount is. So we first decided, you know what, well, 12% is what's being removed, but it's not just 12%. If I just put W minus 12%, well, that's just 12% floating, right? But we know it's 12% of something. It's 12% of that original weight. So I'm saying when I had my original weight and I took off 12% of it, I ended up having an 8.80 ounce meat or steak that was left. Okay. So then I'm really just saying that this is W minus 0.12. That's another way of writing 12 over 100, right? Just move the zeros, 0.12. W is all equal to 8.80. So then I have technically 0.88 W is equal to 8.80, right? Because what I did is I took this one, just subtracted the 0.12. And even if you feel like, you know, I can't make these subtractions, that's okay. This is a calculator part of your test anyways, so you got lucky with that. But really all you can think of is it's 100% of it because it's that whole minus 12%. So that's just 88%, but that's 0.88. You could think of it like this, right? Sorry about that. I kind of wrote it over here, but it's really just saying that I had an entire 100% minus 12% of it, right? So this is all percent, and then I was left technically with 88% of it, right? So then, I mean, in percentage, I would just say, if I wanted to write the percentage as a decimal, I'd just write it like that, right? So even if you don't, you know, if you want to do this quickly in your head, you can do that. And then now I want to isolate, so I'll just do divide by 0.88, divide by 0.88. So then I'm going to do 8.80 divided by that. I can multiply, and I can multiply by a power of 10, and then I end up getting that this is actually 10. So the original weight was 10 ounces because when I took away 12% of that, I actually ended up getting 8.80 ounces. All right. Now, I do want to tell you something Typically, if you know, if this was a word problem, a written problem, because over here you see it's two decimal places, you do need to make sure that you're keeping the correct decimal places. Okay. All right. So that's it for this question. I hope that helped, and I hope I'll see you next question. Just make sure that, yeah, I mean, that's this one. All right. I'll see you next question, everyone. Bye.